Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming to hang out today. Look at all the support we already got. Thank you for hitting that like button already. Appreciate that. Jonathan Johnson with the first. What's going on, man? Welcome back to the stream. Preezy, what's up? Dr. Derbs, what's going on? Doge Noodle, what's Gucci? Finally, my first time watching Mariano actually live and not just the replay. Yeah, I noticed a lot of you guys end up catching the replay. But glad to have you guys. And we'll show the chart in just a second here, guys, because there is some stuff going on. What's up, Skydive? Hope you guys grabbed that 285 to 313. Yeah, I know a couple people did. Hopefully a lot of you guys that are here that aren't in the Discord group were able to catch that. Because we did talk about it on stream yesterday. Yes, it was a good scalp. What's up, Envu Tito? Sean says, are we dumping? So far, yes. Crypto Critter, what's going on? What's up, Juan? Rick, what's going on? Sidhu, man, you missed it by far, man. You weren't even close today. Yeah, not even top 5, man. Better look next time, I guess. Yeah, it was a nice little run. A little bit of hype. We can talk about why that happened. What's up, Travis? Shuba, what's going on? You missed it, Preezy? I did as well, though. I was very busy at work. Love the shirts. Thank you. Thank you. Need a refresh. Yeah, what's up, Punisher? Cool, guys. And thank you all to the couple people. We got like 3 more people that joined the YouTube channel. So next to the subscribe button, they clicked that join button and joined, and that allowed them not only to support the channel, but access to the members only Discord group where we're chatting after stream. So thank you for that support. Shout out to you guys. And they're the guys in the chat with the green. All right, so let's go ahead and share the screen here and let's get into it, shall we? Mariano Luigi 64. Bear is looking real. We are in bearish territory. One 30-minute candle was 9% gain. Yeah, I mean, look at these candles here, guys. This is on just the 3-minute chart here, and look at how big these candles were. They just took off like a rocket. And so I think what we should do is talk about why did the price spike and what's going on, what in the world is going on now. Because as you can see, we're dipping back into that zone that we were talking about yesterday. On stream, we were following this right about here. We saw this move happen, and then right after the stream ended, this happened, and then this morning this happened. So a couple things to talk about here. Oh, you're the first like too? Hey, appreciate that, man. Jonathan with first, Preezy with the first like. Thank you. All right, so let's roll into it. Let's see. All right, guys, so I'm sure a lot of you are looking at the charts and wondering what in the world went on today. Why did the price spike? And what's going to happen next? Because what it looks like now is we're dumping pretty hard and we're going back towards support levels and we're testing them pretty strongly. So the question that then rises is, like, what's going to happen next? Are we just going to fall through support, make new lows, or what? Or are we going to bounce and have another opportunity at a buy here? So first things first, let's pick up from yesterday, what ended up happening yesterday. So we had the sell-off, which we expected, and we got the first dip right in our dip zone that we had mapped out on stream. So in this white box, this was the general area of value. This trend line was the most expected area of support, but we knew that if that failed, we had levels under. And this green box was the area. So if you bought here, you got to catch that like 1.5 cent move, and then it did stall out. So then we wanted to wait, see what would happen next with 0.283, that area right around 28 cents to 28.3 being that dip zone area. You can see we had the purple line here and the white box here. Now, what ended up happening is we did fall. We came back up, tested this area again, hit it as resistance here at the top at 29.50, and then we sold off and pulled back hard. Now, we did fly through the bottom of our support level here, and we dipped down into 27, but the important thing to note is it's not always about breaking below your support level, but it's about how you react when you do that. Because if you break below and immediately slingshot back up, that's showing you that that there was a rejection of that price below that support level, which is actually a bullish sign. Which is why it's sometimes, kind of sucks when you're doing tight stop losses, because you'll get stopped out here or here, and it'll be your sell signal. You cut right when it's reversing on you. So that always sucks. That's why it's good to be patient. But anyway, right after that, we got this pullback back into our zone, and then it tested it at support right at 283 is where we saw the pullback. Perfect pullback to 283, the number we had talked about. And then it continued up with some big green candles afterward and made another bounce. So hopefully you were able to get either a dip buy here at 28 when you saw it coming back up. I know Chaz Mandu did, or even a buy at 283. And of course the lawn's being mowed and there's vacuuming going on as soon as we go live, but we'll deal with it. And if you were able to buy here, you were able to catch a couple cents. This was 28 to 30, so that's 2 cents. And then if you sold here and bought back on the next dip, maybe towards 28.5, you were maybe in for this run here and sold towards the top. I know that Rick here in the chat here, he did buy, he said at 289, I believe. So he bought right around here, and he was able to sell here. So he made a nice 4-cent gain. So that was awesome. That was really great. So glad to hear you guys were kind of taking advantage of the plays that we called out and just picking and choosing which ones you felt most comfortable with, but executing. That's what I always talk about. Take some chances. Sometimes you'll be wrong, but as long as you're following, either your own plan, if you know what you're doing, or taking advice from someone else's plans and trying to just make the best decisions so that you're not just trading blindly, that's how you'll make money. 3,500 subs incoming. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, we're getting very close, guys. If you're watching this later, don't forget, hit that subscribe button and help the channel out. I appreciate you. So now let's talk about what's going on now. Why in the world did we spike up from 29 cents all the way to 32 cents within a matter of minutes here? This wasn't even 1 hour. Well, here's the thing. This is always the concern that we talk about, is when you are not in Dogecoin, there is always the concern that Elon Musk might do something, might say something, might be mentioned in something, whatever, that might make the price spike. And so if you're not in, that is the risk you're taking by not being in. Me, today and last night, I paid the price because I took that risk, and it happened to be the one night where there was an Elon Musk mention, and it kind of contributed to a price spike. So I did miss the 4-cent move because I was out overnight, but I went in last night just saying I didn't like how it was looking. It still looked bearish. We were still under 30. I didn't want to hold that position overnight. And the thing is, guys, when you see things like that setting up, you have to make a decision for yourself, really take a step back, give yourself a reason for why you want to do something or don't want to do something, and understand what the consequences could be. So I knew going in, I was going to not be in when it was at 29, but there was a chance I could wake up to 33 and have missed a 10% gain on my, investment. So that is just the price you pay. And when you already consider the risk going in, when you wake up in the morning and you see it at 33 cents, you're just like, ah, crap. You're not like, oh man, now I just need to jump back in, and then you execute a FOMO buy because now you're all emotional. That's what you don't want to do. Everything should be planned out, tactical, trade more like a machine, and take your emotions out of it. So anyway, if we were to flip onto Twitter, let's just see Elon Musk rep. Hopefully this brings up the article here. Yes. So the news that most likely spiked this massive run was some new information regarding the Dogecoin Foundation. So we already knew that the Dogecoin Foundation kind of was being, this advisory board was being formed. And yesterday or 2 days ago, we got good news about Ethereum co-founder, and now kind of the leader of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin. And I probably pronounced that wrong. But Vitalik is on the board of the Dogecoin advisory board, which is absolutely massive for Dogecoin. He's now going to be actively involved in kind of the direction that Dogecoin goes in, and him being the founder of the arguably, in my opinion, the most advanced and future-proof in a way network, and one of the most popular ones as well. Ethereum. Him being that guy and now being on our team on the Dogecoin side is absolutely massive. Now, yes, there is competition for Ethereum, but that's another discussion. But then on top of that, the new news that just came out was Elon Musk's representative, Jared Birchow, is now on this team. So a representative of Elon is on the Dogecoin advisory board. How massive is that? So now you have direct involvement from Elon Musk's team and Vitalik's team, and they're on the advisory board for the direction that Dogecoin goes in going forward. And so when that news kind of kicked off and people became aware of it somewhere around 1 o'clock, that's what prompted the majority of the bullish momentum kicking in, because it's Elon Musk, guys, and that's massive. And so that's how we got up to about 32.5 cents. Now, with anything that's hype, there is hype sell-off, and we know this already. That's why in the Discord group, we started talking about, what should we do next? It looked kind of bullish. We were sitting right here, and we're just like, what should we do? What should we do? We're still seeing some bullish momentum. Hype usually does not last. If it is not a real catalyst, it is going to pull back. So most people took their sells here. I know Rick took his sell here, and right after it started to dump. So just great trading by everybody. Glad we were able to remain smart. If you want in that Discord group, click the join button next to subscribe, and then you get sent an invite link. All right. So now let's pull up to the next part here, which is now what's happening and what's going to continue to happen. Well, as you can see, and this is not a good thing, guys, we had broken above 30 for another moment here very strongly. That was our chance to use that momentum to stay above it. But instead, what we did is we sold straight off from 32.5 all the way down in a steep downtrend. Now we're down to 29.50, and we are still going. We are back in the dip zone yet again. Now this time it's not so much of a dip zone because it's on like a steep downtrend after we already came out of it. So that's more of a bearish signal, but this is where we are. We are in the dip zone yet again, under 30 cents, and that's the point. So what I'm going to do is just kind of delete this now and just highlight the fact that we are under the 30-cent level, and that's not good. We don't want to get stuck under 30 cents. 30 cents is a very strong mental level. People think above 30, somewhat bullish, below 30, bearish. And then they start thinking more 20 to 30 versus 30 to 40. So they're starting to think lower prices. So you really don't want to get stuck under here. What we could see is a bounce and a reversal out, and a test here, consolidate and move back up. That would be ideal. What we don't want to see is us getting stuck here. All right. And so that's what we have to keep an eye on. But I will say, other than the hype sell-off, there are some other contributing factors to why Dogecoin is selling off so hard right now. And to see that, we need to go to the market leader, Bitcoin. As you can see, Dogecoin's really just following step by step now, post-hype, in Bitcoin's steps. It's just following the leader. So you can see here, there was some assistance to that bull run earlier because Bitcoin was also moving up. So that really helped Dogecoin really gain that momentum. But then Bitcoin sold off from 46,000 all the way down to 44.5, which is very, very low. And you can see it dipped right into our Bitcoin dip zone that we talked about, which is right in the exact same spot. 29.50 is 44,000. We talked about that yesterday, how that should be exactly where it lines up. And so that's cool. Now, what we can still see though is this stall out anywhere before 45,000 and continue to come down and make lower lows. So that's the scenario we're in, and we're just going to have to keep an eye out for that. Are we going to stall out here and get stuck and get back into the green box and maybe break below 44, which would be really, really bearish? Or can we get a nice clean bounce off 44.5 and start regaining some more traction to 46? Those are the two scenarios here. I do think that this is pretty much the last day that we're going to have of bullish momentum, if there is anything still left in the tank after this pullback here. Because like I've been talking about for the last week, my prediction, just me personally, is going into tomorrow and Friday, the last couple days of the week. And obviously you can trade crypto on the weekends as well. But getting to the end of the week here, I feel like people are going to start gearing up for next week. And we know that on Monday is the House hearing. We know that the bill they're going to be discussing is not good news for us unless they discuss an amendment. And we just don't know when that amendment is going to be. So I think overall, it would be kind of foolish to be bullish about that event. So the only other option would be to be neutral or bearish. So I'm expecting momentum to cool off, and it will either trade sideways or go into like a slight or steep downtrend. Definitely not going up though. And I think tomorrow into Friday is when we start really seeing that kick off, that downtrend potential. So that's what we need to be keeping an eye out here for. I don't particularly like what just happened here on Bitcoin either. A massive run up and then a full-on retracement all the way back down to new lows. Not really my cup of tea. And so we just need to keep an eye on this because this could just loop back around and dump some more. So yeah, let's just keep an eye on that. Now just taking a final look here at a couple things. We've got Ethereum. That's not Ethereum. Ethereum's kind of following the leader here. Kind of dipped all the way down to 3,000 there. And now is doing a bounce, but it could also stall out somewhere around 30.50 or somewhere near there, 30.75. But Ethereum's doing okay, not great, nothing to write home about. But I will say Cardano's doing much better, so that's cool. If we take a look at CoinMarketCap, just to look at some prices, we can see Ethereum's down 2% today. Bitcoin's at about break even. Cardano's up though, 3.5%. Like I said, bullish on Cardano for the foreseeable future. And it's up 15% over the last week. And then we've got Dogecoin down 3%, which, like I talked about yesterday in the Discord group, is why I did not buy in, because Dogecoin is, you can tell there's a lot of fear in the Dogecoin trading space. Dogecoin has been falling the hardest whenever Bitcoin goes down. So we were seeing, like yesterday, Bitcoin 4% down, Ethereum 6% down, and Dogecoin was 12% down. Right, just way harder of a hit. So there's more money to be lost if you're in at the wrong time. So that's why I cut, but I will get back in very soon. But then Solana's doing good, Polkadot's doing all right, and yeah, everything else is pretty average. So, but we'll see what happens. There's still a lot of time left here. But as of now, what we need to do to figure out what we want to do on Dogecoin is keep an eye on Bitcoin at this 44.5 level. See how this bounce goes. Does it clear 45? If so, maybe we can think there will be another move back up to here, maybe one final move. If we stall out here, though, there's a high chance we start trending back down. We could get to 44 and end up breaking below that. If we do, in my opinion, that's the start of the downtrend that will continue probably until Monday. So keep a close eye out for that. And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted if we've got anything new. Thanks. Let's see. Hopefully, the majority of that you just caught, Jackie, you were able to get that answer. Let me know if you still have that question. What's up, Troy? Rick? Doge. Yes, Doge. 44.4. Yes, sir. Sean says it's pumping right now. It's moving up. It's just a bounce. It is above 30 cents on crypto. On what? Yeah, so we're just getting a bounce off support, that's all. 29.3. Well, the thing is, it did consolidate mostly at 29.5, so that's pretty decent. So we'll just have to see what happens here. If you aren't a trader and have a long-term plan, is there any risk with the hearing next week? It depends on how long-term. I would say there is still some risk with the hearing, even if you're a long-term trader, because if they really mess up the regulation, the mining in the United States, that could have a relatively long-term effect. But the thing is, those miners will, just like the ones in China did, they will relocate to another country and then get it figured out. But that will have a I'd say medium-term bearish effect on the market. But if you're thinking like long term, like 2 years type, length, then I would say no. Because crypto's not going to disappear, but there will, if this regulation gets passed as is, there will be a bear run for sure. Does this new Doge Council, is it a real game changer or just another gesture? No, I think it is a game changer. I do. I think especially having those people on it is a massive deal, because that just solidifies their active involvement and it makes it more official. Did I see the 20% gain ACH had? I think it was because Coinbase in Germany started trading it. I did not actually see that. Let's check it out. Another thing too was ACH was getting really close to a great support level. So yeah, and I missed my buy there. I definitely wanted to buy it. But this is kind of what I was expecting. I mentioned a bounce here or kind of here if it stopped out, but yeah, 6,000 flat was a really strong support level, so I'm really not surprised. But that's good. Good for ACH. That's great. Jackie says, is the Discord group free? No. So if you've already subscribed, if you could just go to, you know, this stream that we're on right now, if you look next to the subscribe button, there's a join button. And so you would become a super member of the channel. If you do that, you get an invite link to the Discord group. But it's not free. It is paid. And that just keeps things... not only does it help support me in like a donation sense for the work, but it keeps the people that are in the groups, you know, you got serious people that are taking what they do seriously. And so, I mean, if you're trading actively, paying $9.99 to make sure that you get trades executed properly, in my opinion, it's a very small investment. Troy says, Doge. Yes, Doge. We need to go down to 43 on Bitcoin to form a perfect cup and handle. I'll check that out. There we go. Was having technical difficulties. What's up, Josiah? I'm surrounded by your merch. 70% of Cardano's circulating supply is currently staked. Wow, that's a lot. And we are still seeing some signs of weakness here, guys, with these candles. If we just go to the 4-hour on Dogecoin, you can kind of see the steepness of that uptrend. You see kind of this general channel we had going on. We've broken out of that for sure. So that's over. If we were to adjust this line, you just see the trend is still an uptrend, but it is slowing down. I'll get rid of that. Let's just hide indicators for a moment. Mariano, could you check Twitter? Crypto Whale didn't get quite well. Yeah, I'll check it out. Look at this massive green candle, but look at this massive red candle. A little problematic. Let's go to whale trades. Vither token? What is that? Getting some longs and shorts, just a mixed bag, it looks like. A few more longs than short, but almost even. You said crypto whale? Oh. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. This is also not good. All right, so let's just read some of this stuff that Mr. Crypto Whale is saying here. This is an interesting perspective. Stankus says, just wanted you to know I'm here for most of your streams. Just haven't been super talkative. Thank you, Stankus. Appreciate you letting me know. Thanks for the support, man. I need AMP to make a move so I can convert and add to my ADA. What's up? I just left for a second. Need to check on something on my boat. Ah, Rick is the whale, guys. We should have known. He is the whale. You didn't miss much. We were just saying that Bitcoin's looking weak, so is Dogecoin. Doge is back under 30, kind of getting stuck there. Bitcoin's heading towards that 44,000 support level. Mr. Whale is now saying Bitcoin will likely tank back below the 30K support range by this autumn. I have agreed. Price action looks extremely weak. Greed euphoria is still very high. He's gradually taking profits. I agree, but that's only because of the FUD. I don't think I think if the government gets this regulation thing right, that's not the case. So I agree with that partially. He also says around 80 to 90% of margin traders are leveraged long on Bitcoin right now, which is massive. That means if they decide they need to sell, that's a lot of sells. Whew. 500, even a tiny 4% drop resulted in a whopping $550 million in liquidation. That is insane. But then this is also I like his posts. These are good points. Trading is 90% patience, 10% execution. I would say yes, kind of. I feel like that should be modified a bit, but yes, the majority of it, you need to be patient. And this next line, I like, think like a hunter, not a gambler. Exactly. There should be strategy and patience. Don't just go in and just make a decision YOLO. That is how you lose money. But this is the post I think is the most interesting. He said the Fed is arguably more important than the president. This is true, and easily the most powerful institution on earth. Today, Fed officials discussed in a private meeting the major threats stablecoins pose to financial stability. Only a matter of time before Tether is shut down. That is not good. And this is what I'm talking about regarding crypto regulations for the worst. Not good. That's Rick's Twitter. Mr. Whale. Must be. Is this a ghost stream again? Hope not. Massive cup and handle. I'll check that out. Speaking of missing what happened to Seven and Carson, haven't seen them in weeks. Yeah, it's been a while. Seven's still in the he's been typing in the Discord group. Haven't seen him much in the streams, but yeah, Carson, I'm not sure. He started doing that pressure washing and then he just kind of disappeared. Please, can you check Plan B on Twitter? Yes. What's up, Michael? YOLO. Oh no. The AMP has stalled lately. Yeah, it's going to stall until it gets more announcements. That's why I did take money out of it. Because, like I said, its whole goal was to go up with adoption. So unless we get news for adoption, it's going to stall out. Trade sideways. It's supposed to be stable. If Tether goes to 0, I'm going to be broke for sure. Yikes. Plan B on Twitter. I feel like I've been here. Is it this? I'll give it a follow. This is a very true post. I like this post. Bitcoin is up 4x since a year ago. Investors are in profit. 90% of traders are always in loss in any market because they trade too much. That's why I tell you guys, don't execute so many trades. I learned the hard way. And are killed by cost, or they have no system and are killed by emotions. Or they're getting killed by the hedge fund trading desk that just manipulate the market. Odds are against you in trading. 100% facts. Yep. All right. Who had the meltdown and quit? That was Schmicky. I think the funniest part about that was that he complained about that when he was one of the ones that got in as soon as the Discord group was created. So he wasn't even paying for it. So how are you going to complain? Like, you're in there for free, bro. That is entitlement at its highest, at its finest. Let's see. VThor is VeChain token. Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard a lot of people like VeChain, so it's probably decent. Eggs in one basket. Hey, what's the status? Jason says, what's going on, man? We're having a sell-off right now. Pretty big sell-off. Did the charts freeze? No. Okay. Yeah, we're experiencing a sell-off here in Dogecoin. And we are still under 30 cents. We are getting a bounce here. We're getting a bit of a flag pattern. We're going to see if this breaks to the top side, which it very well may. And then that could break it through 30 cents. But we don't want to be under 30. We just don't. Bitcoin is like 44 and a half. And it's actually still looks like it's heading to the downside. So that's also not good. Same, I trade and lost too much. Yeah. Do I have an opinion on farm? What is farm? One Doge, I need a bucket truck. Guys, I will have to make this stream not so long. I've got something going on here in like 30 minutes, so I gotta run before my wife gets very upset. Speaking of, read that one. What was it? Plan B and... Oh yeah, the cup and handle. Talking about on Dogecoin. Not quite. Like this was a cup and handle. That, but this action going on here is not. And neither is this. It needs to actually curl. We're getting a flag here. We'll see how this breaks. I'm assuming with Bitcoin's price action, this breaks to the bottom side. Just if I were to take a stab at it. Even though a lot of times I see that flag pattern break to the top side, Bitcoin's just looking really bad. Like we know that's the, at the end of the day, that's the influencer. Ethereum's about to break into 2000s, which is good for my puts. Thank you. I was hoping my calls would print instead, but it's fine. So let's see. Some people seem to forget you're not here to tell us exactly when to buy and exactly when to sell. We're supposed to be here to learn and have fun. Yeah, I agree. Even when I started doing this, guys, I did make it very clear. Like, I did not want to be the type of channel that gives buy and sell signals. If you want a buy and sell signal channel, there are those that exist where they will just run a 24/7 live stream with a chart that gives you buy and sell signals, and sometimes those signals are correct. But not only would that be giving financial advice, which is not legal if you're not a financial advisor, so could get me in a lawsuit and banned. But at the same time, it doesn't do any of you guys any good to just take when I buy and when I sell and try and follow my plan. because if I ever disappear or go on vacation or whatever, you are not going to be making any money. It's kind of like what Matt's Market, his banner. You guys have seen it. It just reminded me of that. So if not, and he's in the stream, shout out to him. Thank you for always supporting. Appreciate that. Here's his channel. He covers crypto as well. Give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. That's the concept. Right? I'm here to teach you how to fish, not just give you fish. What happens if there's no news next week at the hearing? Can we see markets go down in anticipation, then boom? Yes. So what I've been expecting is not just a sell-off for eternity no matter what, but a sell-off in anticipation of bad news, and then if things look decent, then a correction. So it's going to be a sell and then a buy opportunity. Or if things are bad, then we obviously still don't buy. We wait for a hard crash, and then there's a buy opportunity. But yeah, either way, there should be a dip. Is Nicole live still? I'm not sure if he's live right now. Yes, he is live. Oh. Yeah, he's live. He's live right now. Oh, he's chatting with Soma? Oh, no, he's hosting Soma. Okay. So, no, he must be done. Let's see when this ad finishes. Wonder what she's talking about. This is the one that wanted Vitalik.
But that was it was a lot of fun.
AMP is a good buy, anything under 6, I think. I've seen it down to 3, which was crazy. I would have loved to get in then, but probably just anything under 6. In my opinion, is a buy that I wouldn't be concerned about. What do I think of Cryptorus guy? I'm George. We are all George. I have not heard of him. Oh, Crypto R Us. Yeah, Rick, I'm looking for a permanent entry. Swing that wrench. I expected there to be some pressure to him in the crypto language. Sounds like it was hastily written. Yeah, there's definitely pressure, but I'm just thinking very short term. Like, what moves can we catch? So it's inevitable that, in my opinion, they're not going to let that wording continue forever. But what will happen Monday? What will happen like the day after or 2 days after, whenever they decide what to do with actually passing the bill? How will that influence the price? Can we buy a dip there? And then buy that dip in expectation that things will only get better from there, hopefully. But yeah, there's no way they're going to introduce, in my opinion, tax laws and all that stuff and then destroy crypto. Sweet. Have the longs trades and short trades leveled out? It looked that way when I was looking at the whale trades. And we are seeing some stability, but we're at support here. This is 3,000 Ethereum. This is 29 cents on Doge, 30 cents on Doge. This is around the support trend line on Bitcoin. Like, we're at a point where it's supposed to bounce. So I'm not surprised to see it slowing down here. But now we just need to actually see what's going to happen. Potential double bottom here on Bitcoin. So that's interesting. We'll see how that plays out. A little weak. Crypto R Us. I'm not familiar. I'll have to check that out. Swinging it like a bat. Me too. I scalped for just under 4 cents today. Sweet. Yeah, I agree, Skydive. 100%. Buy low, sell high. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Exactly. That's where we're at, guys. What we need to do now here is watch this and keep an eye out for under 44. If we go back here and come below this 44.5 line, it's going to be a bit concerning because we're probably going to test 44.4 again, which means we're probably going to make a new low and head towards 44 flat. And if we do that, only other support we had was 44.2, which is where that rejection wick was the first time. Some people might try and dip by that and make the downtrend slow down. If that doesn't work, though, we could continue selling off, and so that could be problematic. So we got to keep our eyes peeled for that. I do have to run, though. I've only got like a half an hour to get ready. So thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate all the support. If you want to continue this conversation throughout the rest of the day and to tomorrow before the next live stream, you can go ahead and join. Click the join button on this page next to subscribe and join the Discord group. You'll get a link. But if not, obviously you can follow me on Twitter at 2020 Tech Reviews and get some occasional updates there, and you can catch me tomorrow in the next live stream. So thank you for the support. Don't forget, like the stream if you have not on your way out, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a great afternoon and evening. Thanks, guys. Oh, and Lori just got here. I'm sorry. Let me just read your comment before I close it out. Just got here. Hi, everyone. Mariano, what's up? Agree and grateful for your teaching. I've learned so much the last couple months. Basically, what I was saying is we're in a strong downtrend here. We're at support in pretty much all the cryptos. Dogecoin around 30, Bitcoin around 44,000, Ethereum around 3. And we need to just keep an eye out and make sure that Bitcoin does not go under 44,000. Our last levels of support here before 44 is about 44,250. If it goes under that, that's going to be the problem. So just keep an eye out for that. But that is it, guys. We're actually closing out. So again, thanks, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. See you.